Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dokkan Battle video, and today I want to talk about the upcoming Dragon Ball Hero celebration. So we have gotten some actual official announcements on some things that are coming, and there's a lot to kind of take from this. So in this video, what I want to do is I'm just going to kind of review what we know about Dragon Ball Heroes so far, and then the main focus of my video is to basically speculate what EZAs could we see based on this information and based on what we got last year, right? I really want to speculate what kind of EZAs, what kind of units, could we be looking at in the celebration. So what we know for sure based on this screenshot that I have up on my screen here is that Hearts looks like to be maybe the main villain unit or like a core villain unit, but I think Hearts will probably be the main villain of the celebration. Then we have a free-to-play unit there on the left. I don't remember what her name is, to be honest, but that's the free-to-play unit that is pictured there on the left. And then on the right side, we have Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, which is really, really hyped. Now, the thing is in the past, they didn't ever reveal the headline character early. So I would say the headline character has yet to be released. And based on, if they're going with the Super Saiyan 4 theme, it's probably going to be a Limit Breaker unit, and I'm guessing Vegeta or Gogeta. Now, what I've been told is the artwork of the Goku and Vegeta, specifically from the Dragon Ball Hero card game, they are two separate cards that fuse into a Gogeta. So I think the most likely main banner unit would be a Gogeta, which would make sense because the last time we did Super Saiyan 4 headliner, it actually was a Super Saiyan 4 Vegito. So I think that actually could make a lot of sense, right? So that's what I'm leaning towards, is a Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker Gogeta, which would be pretty hype, right? Now, to me, something that's a little bit more interesting is they announced some awakenings. And I was expecting the awakenings for Super Saiyan 4 Gohan and Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. And they're going to be awesome, by the way. I'm pretty excited for them. I really loved that year when they did all the Super Saiyan 4s. That was like 2 years ago, right? Very, very cool. But then, kind of a shocker, they're going to awaken the Supreme Kai of Time and Robel, who just came out last year. And the Super Saiyan 4 Gohan and Bardock, they had to wait 2 years, and so I wasn't expecting Supreme Kai of Time and Robel yet. And they're still fairly decent. I actually very recently recorded a video with them on Awakened. Supreme Kai of Time, though it's hard to get her full setup, but if you can attack an enemy that's debuffed with all 4 debuffs, she can hit for like 8-9 million attack stats on Awakened. So she's going to be hitting insane damage after this Awakening. So I'm actually very, very excited for that. So the big significant thing just from this screenshot alone tells me that they're not necessarily going to go in the routine or in the plan that they've done in the past. So when looking at EZAs, we'll start by, we'll go to my screen here, so I'll get rid of this. So on my screen here, I've kind of sorted through my Dragon Ball Heroes units based on when they were released. So the most likely units, according to timeline, that would EZA would be the 2019 units, which is kind of the batch that I have up on my screen right now. Now, they're definitely going to throw a lot of EZAs at us, because last year, as I'm looking at last year's celebration, they EZA'd 7 units last year during Dragon Ball Heroes. So we had Super Saiyan 3 Trunks, Super Saiyan 3 Gohan, we had AGL Toa, we had, Boo Babidi, we had Super Pikkon, we had Janembu, and we had Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So, a lot of EZAs, right? So I would say at a bare minimum, we could expect 7 EZAs here, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did more. If they just shot 10 at us, I would not be surprised. Dokkan is not afraid to throw out tons of EZAs in these celebrations to make them really, really hype, right? The other thing is Dragon Ball Heroes hasn't really done a lot for, say, like free-to-play EZAs yet either, right? So there could be some free-to-play units in this batch. So in this batch, I would say any of the units here definitely are like up for grabs. Could be any of them. And if we look at it specifically, if we look at the summonable units, right? So we've got Fu, who I believe Fu was the original Dragon Ball Heroes leader, and he's just a 130 lead, right? So we have Fu, we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, we've got Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, okay? We've got Golden Cooler, which makes a lot of sense with all the Wicked Bloodline buffs we got out, right? We got Supreme Kai of Time, we've got Physical Cumber, and then we've got STR Sealess. Now, there was something kind of odd. I was looking at 2019, and they did like a mini Dragon Ball Heroes thing in the summer that year. So they actually did Heroes twice. So what it is I think it was I want to say it was Sealess, and then a couple of these free-to-play units. I believe it was this Great Sandman 4, and then like Ames. They came out in like June. I think it was like June on Global, like really weird timing. And I think it was like June on one version, August in the other version. So very weird timing for some of these Dragon Ball Heroes units. But for the traditional November ones, it was pretty much those first ones I listed. But if we look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think if you don't count Sealess, we've got exactly 7 like summonable units, because we've got this Great Saiyaman 3, who was also a part of one of those celebrations as a summonable unit. And this Great Saiyaman 3, I remember people like thought he was busted when he first came out, because he is a he's a counter character, right? Oh, dude, I actually have him at 0%. I actually haven't. Wow, I never even put like stuff into this guy. Really? I never even put potential into this guy. That's crazy to me. Okay, so summonable heroes unit. Kind of interesting that I didn't even put potential into. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and do that, obviously. But I would say any of these units on this page are very possible, right? And then for free-to-plays, we have STR Cumber, we have this Ames, and then we've got the Great Sandman 4, who is basically an Awakening of Beats, right? Who's like the main Dragon Ball Heroes character. So literally, these are all up for grabs. Now, in terms of which ones would be the most significant, I think a lot of people are expecting the Super Saiyan 3s, and I would say in particular, Super Saiyan 3 Goku Zeno could be one of the best EZAs in the game. Because he has the unique combination of guard and damage reduction. Look at this guy's kit. He just has guards all attacks for free. Just guards all attacks. They don't give that to units anymore. After Tech Ultimate Gohan, they just do not give that to units. He gets an additional attack plus 50 when performing a super. Then he reduces damage by 7% per Dragon Ball Heroes category on the team with the 35%. So this guy just like for free has 35% damage reduction with guard. So literally they EZA this guy, give him a bunch more defense, and he's going to be one of the best TURs in the game, just because of his defensiveness, right? Now, right now his super attack is only immense damage with a high chance to stun. They definitely got to throw like, dude, if they give him defense stacking, which I know they won't because he'd be like the next Tech Ultimate Gohan, but give him at least a 1-turn defense stack, I think that would be really good. But that guy has potential to be insane. Supreme Kai of Time, I think, has a very good chance to be insane. She massively raises defense, which is insane. That's a huge chunk of defense. She's a very good support unit. So she's just all allies 3 key attack and defense 30%. And then 12% crit chance. And then just a great chance to give another 12% attack and defense. So she has the potential to be a 42% support. I could see them upping her to like just flat out attack and defense 40%. And then why not give her a chance to do another 20%? Make her a possible 60% support. Like Supreme Kai Time could be crazy. So I think those two are the big ones I'm looking out for to be like the most meta relevant ones. I think Golden Cooler could be interesting too, just because he is like a support unit, right? But the thing with Golden Cooler is he wants to be on Dragon Ball Heroes, so it's not like you would just slap him on the STR Coolers team. I don't know. Maybe they could give him some passive like for Wicked Bloodline and then some of it for Dragon Ball Heroes. We'd have to see, but he's kind of a generic support unit. But yeah, I think Cumber could be really cool, especially like a grade 8 buff. I think, between Sealess, between Sealess and between Fu, like there's definitely some potential there for the extreme side. I think there's some really good options there, right? So those are the 2019 units. All I would say have probably a higher chance of EZAing. Now, I want to look at the 2020 units, and the reason why I want to look at these is because you can see on 2020 here, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan and Super Saiyan 4 Bardock are part of this crew, and they're getting awakenings. So to me, that's like them giving a little push, like, hey, we might do a little bit with some of these units, and the fact that we're getting Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4s, they definitely want to buff them with more Super Saiyan 4 Heroes units. Now, we got Vegito here as a 170 crossover lead. So I think it's still a bit of a stretch. But Vegito and Tech Broly, and this Tech Broly, by the way, on a hero squad, he still hits pretty darn good. Like, he does a lot of additional fat attack stats. I like that Tech Broly, right? Hold on. This Goku kind of slipped in here. He shouldn't be on here. Let's get out of here. Yeah, you get out of here. You're on the last page. But yeah, this is kind of the batch from then, right? So, if they do Super Saiyan 4 Broly, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, those could be absolutely insane EZAs. And then on the extreme side, I think Black Mass Saiyan and Black Mass King, as a rotation, they link up really, really good. And Dark Mass King, I think, is a fairly defensive unit that could be interesting, right? So he gets defense when receiving attack, but he guards all attacks if there's another Dragon Ball Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn. So literally, he has just all-out guard as long as you're on a Heroes team, which is where you want to run him anyways, right? So Dark Mass King, I think, is going to be in a good spot if they give him a lot of defense. With him guarding all attacks, that's going to be kind of crazy, to be honest, right? Demon King Dabura, I mean, we just got announced the Dabura Halloween unit. Don't know if that has anything to do with this guy, but sure. I really never used this guy, honestly. I probably never gave him a fair shot. He just, I don't know, never really fit into any teams I wanted to run. He's a DC unit, but who knows? They could make him really relevant, right? Then we've got this Demigra. I never really used this physical Demigra. He does have support, though. Extreme Class Allies 3 key and 30% defense. So, as a support unit, definitely he could be in there. I think the most significant extreme unit that could EZA is Demon Goddess Toa. Absolutely love Demon Goddess Toa. She's kind of like the Supreme Kai of Time. Like, if I could find a spot for her on a team, if she fit on a team, I usually wanted to get her on there. Now, they're not viable in today's content, but with an EZA, they definitely could be. The thing with Toa that's really awesome is she is an all allies generic support, 3 keen attack and defense 30, but then she also has that high chance of attack and defense, and then extreme class allies get a huge attack and defense boost, and she does a fat heal when your health runs low. So she's very good for like these challenge runs and like red zone, because she can give you like that heal when your health goes low, which is really nice. It's like a free item in like red zone, these stages that don't allow a lot of items. So I think Demon Goddess Toa could be really insane. But overall, guys, I'm super excited, super hyped for Dragon Ball Heroes. You can let me know what you all think is going to be coming, but I think the most likely is going to be these 2019 units. I think are the most likely to go. Now, once again, they could go very thematic based and just jump on all these Super Saiyan 4s, which I would totally be on board with that as well. So once again, I think the most hype ones to look out for Demon Goddess Toa. I'd say look out for those Super Saiyan 4s. Dark Mass King is a big one to look out for. I think this Super Saiyan 3 Zeno Goku is going to be insane. I think Supreme Kai of Time is going to be insane. Very hyped. This has got to be one of the hardest times on Global in terms of like saving stones. Because it's like, dude, we got the Gammas coming. We got Dragon Ball Heroes coming. We've got Vegeta and Trunks LR coming. Not to mention probably another Dragon Ball superhero movie stuff coming, like Beast Gohan's gonna be coming soon. Like, it's gonna be insane, you guys. So keep your wallet safe. Dokkan is gonna go after your wallets. They're coming after mine. So let me know what you guys all think. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all on the next one.